Taurus, hello, and welcome to your weekly reading. This is a message for Sun, Moon, or Rising in the sign of Taurus. I hope that you're doing well. These are general messages, so take what resonates for you and leave the rest. Try not to build a story if it's not resonating for you. Check with your Moon or Rising sign. Or if you'd like to book a personal reading with me, you can book that through my website, BeTheChange333.com. The information is also in the description box below. All right, Taurus. What are the messages? What's going on? Taurus. This time. What are the messages for Taurus, please? First card out is balance. There's definitely been a lot that's come into balance into your life, as well as some things still remaining out of balance. So we're working through layers of energy, through layers of the past. Dependability. And we are revisiting, possibly even reliving, some experiences that we've had to work through from our childhood. How we get certain patterns and habits and coping mechanisms in our life stems from childhood. We have reflection and we have legacy at the bottom. So Taurus, this seems like a lot to unpack. We're going to dive a little deeper into this, but there's definitely an aspect of you being dependable, reliable, as well as maybe being able to depend and rely on connections that you have. You're doing a lot of reflection of what's gone down in the past, what is currently happening. This is definitely something that is linked to your family legacy, whatever's been passed down from generation to generation. And we all get a chance to break certain patterns and karmic chains or family ancestral patterns. There could be something that you need to communicate to. My throat kind of getting blocked up all of a sudden, Taurus. When we get to the root of situations in our lives that are linked to ancestral patterns, family patterns, we're able to bring things back into more harmony and balance for ourselves. Okay, let's keep going. For Taurus, let's talk about balance for Taurus, please. We have the Hanged Man. So there is something going on that is assisting you or working towards assisting you in seeing things from a different perspective. there's an illumination going on here as to maybe why things seem out of balance in a situation. When we talk about I said dependability is the card, but codependent wanted to come out of my mouth. When we talk about patterns and habits and codependency, sometimes we can unconsciously fall into the role of victim or savior, and that pulls on our energy as other experiences in life will as well. However, it's more of a pattern. It's a pattern of escapism, escaping the deep, so a lot of times painful inward dive into our childhood traumas to really get a deeper understanding and come back into life with a newfound perspective as to we don't have to carry on these patterns, these legacies from our family. A Wands, card of communication. So there's something here in your life that you want to be. You have somebody dependent on you, or you want to be considered dependable to somebody else. There's also a need for communication. Something came in, something shifted, something changed this experience, this relationship. And I don't know to what degree, but it was something that happened rather quickly that may have brought things out of balance even more. The Four of Wands with reflection. So yeah, you're reflecting back on your family dynamic, your home life as you were growing up, your situation in general, and your family currently as well. Your home. What is considered home? There's been a lot of work that you've put towards this. Healing. Yet you find yourself at a place of, I don't want to say regret, but it's a place of you're not feeling very positive or negative. You kind of, it could be the energy of sulking, because there are more feelings and experiences that the universe is trying to bring to you, but you're not viewing that. You've got your blinders on. You want to stay in whatever energy that you're in at the moment. Sometimes it's too painful to go all the way down into the depths. And so subconsciously, unconsciously, our ego, we need our egos. Our ego is here to protect us. But what does the ego do to protect us most of the time is hides from the truth. Hides from the true feelings, hides from the truth of everything, and stays in the current narrative, which can fall into either victim or savior. And it's a pattern that, as you're reflecting on this, with the Eight of Pentacles, it is a pattern that you're working towards something new. You are putting a lot of work in towards yourself and your life. There just might be something that you're not fully seeing or picking up because it requires you to go deeper. Yeah, the Nine of Wands. There's some fear there. You're really guarding yourself from these hard feelings that are really trying to surface and talk to you and give you this growth and wisdom and medicine. There's a big bear here, and he just stands guard. Nine of Wands. Very self-protected. You may, with the Hanged Man energy, you may be starting to get the truth of that. That it's not as scary as your mind is telling you, but there's an inner protector inside of you that is really strongly guarding and protecting you from any more hurt feelings. But until you get to the root, until you get to the core of that, you're going to continue to spiral up and down in the same pattern. There's something that you're afraid to approach. You're being very cautious, meticulous, one foot in front of the other, which is good. You're not racing into anything at this moment, but there is communication here on the board. There's a lot to be spoken about, either by you or by someone else or both. It's also something that you're very cautious about and guarded about. Maybe worried about the words that you will use, maybe worried about what will be projected back out to you. But until you have this important communication, it's going to feel very out of balance. So this is very important to you and your growth. Okay. When you're working towards gaining a better understanding of when it comes to what has been instilled in you and passed down from your generation to generation in your family, as far as patterns go, as far as beliefs go, you continue to create whatever it is that you are believing in. The Magician. We have the Five of Cups at the bottom. So there's definitely sadness here. And I'm getting that there's a sensation that there's a loss of a connection, a loss of something. Tell me about this loss. Let me try to get a little deeper into that. This could be a family member. Knave of Pentacles. Taurus, it seems like you had something start back up for you. And it was going well until something came to a halt. Something came to an end, because this is the end of the cycle. There's still something important that's meant to be learned here. And so this can be, it can seem like there was a false start at first in a situation, in a connection. we have the Sun and the Hermit and the Fool. And it was a beautiful restart that did bring a lot of truth, a lot of realization. There's a lot of faith put in the actions and words that were taken. There will be justice here, Taurus. What this is showing me here is that right now you are going through a deep reflection on your journey and an important part of your journey. And it's all about you, actually. When you want to take care, maybe you're a caretaker or a healthcare worker, dependability, or just this, I keep hearing people pleasing. It's, you have this in you, but it is also something you're aware of and have been working on. But when you actually have to go, so you're aware of it and you've been working on yourself through this, but when you have to actually deal with it, it is, you become very stiff and guarded and afraid of what's coming at you or what's there. There's a giant bear. So maybe whoever you're dealing with has a big temper or says a lot of things that trigger you. So you're taking your time. You're taking it slow and steady to get back to where you had been. And you are able to recreate this again for yourself, but this time you're reflecting on important things that maybe you weren't aware of in the beginning. Let's get some advice for you, Taurus. I'm sorry, this one's so vague. And it's wrapping up a cycle. So wherever you're at now, as long as you're not thinking the worst, feeling the worst, because you don't want to create any more drama for yourself. I'm feeling like this is very dramatic, but not really on your part, but you're dealing with something that is very dramatic. And now you're reflecting on your words, your actions, as well as the work that you put in towards you, as well as your experiences through your past family dynamic and what's been instilled in you subconsciously from your childhood upbringing. There could be neglect, childhood neglect, I'm hearing, or abandonment. Neglect, which then you in turn don't want to have anybody else experience that, so you go the opposite way in way too much, giving way too much of yourself and not taking good care of yourself. And this is where the balance lies, where the universe is trying to show you, yes, but you must take care of yourself and feel good about that. No guilt. Or if you don't take care of yourself, you're not going to be good to anybody. Be bold and make the first move. So again, with the throat chakra, 8 of Wands, there is something that is in need of resolve and communication. And the cards here are telling me that if you'd like to continue this healing, be bold, make the first move. Whatever it is that you want to express or need to say from your heart, this is the time to do it. This is a good time to do that. Let's get one more. One more advice card for Taurus to wrap this up. Any more advice for Taurus? Yeah, I'm feeling a lump in my throat, like there's something you're holding back. You're holding back from saying, but it is something that's important that you say. And it's important that the other person hear. So be bold. Make the first move. And don't let your past hold you back. Yeah, this is what you're reflecting on now. And you are kind of being a little stubborn. The universe is giving an opening for you. So don't let your past hold you back, Taurus. Be bold, make the first move, and say whatever it is that you need to get off your chest. So those are the messages for you. I hope that some or all of this was helpful for you. And if you like this video, please click the like button. And if you're not subscribed, please subscribe. Thank you. Take care. Bye.